Hey everyone, welcome to day 5 of FlowXO's video Advent Calendar Spectacular. Let's review where we're up to with our hoodie competition. We're up to 4 letters so far, and the 5th will be given at the end of this video. We'll cheat here just a little bit since we've reached a milestone of 5 days, and we'll recap. We've had the letter N, E, A and N again so far, and again we'll get our 5th letter at the end of this video. Okay, on to business as usual. Let's get onto my desktop. Let's take a quick look at a bot I've found that is on point after recent news about the deteriorating air quality in London here in the UK. I've found Smokey, the air quality owl bot. So it's a nice simple premise, but it's missing a little geolocation button to detect my location, which would have been a nice touch. And despite recognizing my given location, it didn't have any data, and then it tried to give me an unrelated city. So at this stage, I think it's a nice concept, but it's not that functional. Search him out, it's worth a look, and hopefully he'll improve in the future. On to some FlowXO. So here's the business we deal with in our weekly webcast, getting started with FlowXO, and the bot attached, which is the Mortgage Store bot. If you haven't seen one of FlowXO's live getting started webcasts, I highly encourage you to do so. They run every Wednesday at 3 PM UTC, and there'll be a link to sign up on the slides in the final frames of this video, so watch out for that. First, let's just have a look at a cool feature for today. Let's send a sound file to a user that they can play on their device that'll play through the speakers. So first of all, here's a flow that I've built, and we're going to play a little game. So here in this flow, you can see I'm starting, like most of these flows do, with a new message trigger. We're going to look out for the word game and also the phrase play again. And next we're going to use a FlowXO utility service. We're going to use the number service, and we're going to generate a random number between 1 and 3. Next then, we're going to ask a question of the user. We're going to ask them to pick a number between 1 and 3, and we're going to validate their answer as a number to make sure we get a number back. Next then, we're going to use the code service, and we're going to execute a little bit of code. Now, we talk about the code service in our weekly webcast. It's a really important service that allows you to perform any kind of custom script you want inside of a flow. Ask us about this service if it's of interest to you, and watch our weekly webcast to get some more detail on that. Next, we're going to use the make an HTTP request action. We saw this being used, and we explained it in some detail in yesterday's Advent Calendar cast, so watch that if you want some further information on this particular service. And finally here, just a note that before we move on, that it is filtered, so we're looking at the result of the code that we executed here to see whether we guessed the right number or not. And then finally, we're going to send a message to say, sorry, not this time. If we're wrong, feel free to play again. Again, this is going to be filtered on the occasion that we actually got our guess wrong. And we're going to give a shortcut to the user of play again if they did get it wrong. So let's see this in action. Let's go over to Messenger, and we'll pick up our Mortgage Store bot. And we'll say, I'd like to play a game. He's going to ask me to pick a number between 1 and 3. We'll pick 2. And it looks like we're right away, so I can click play here. And I'll just do the same on my phone so you can hear it playing. And we were right away. So let's go check that out in FlowXO just to explain again what's going on. Over in my logs, we filtered out that last message because we don't want to say we lost on this occasion. We made a request over to Facebook, which has returned that MP3 file of the applause playing. And we can play any sound file that way by making a request to Facebook and just passing a URL for our hosted MP3 file. So you can see we're starting to get a little bit fancier now with some of the things that we're doing in these webcasts, and we're using some advanced features, advanced services. Talk to us about them if you like. Let's have a good discussion about how you can get the best out of them. On to the fun bit again today. Today's letter, it's letter H, H for hotel. Email me the Christmas related word or phrase made up of all the letters in these videos and win the hoodie. See you all soon.